Good morning. I'm back here again. This is a beautiful day, a beautiful week. My name is Annie Bax, your fashion entrepreneur. I say welcome and thank you to my subscribers. If you are new to my channel, I say thank you for stopping by. And I hope after today, you're going to join my community of positive people wherever you're watching me all over the world. I say thank you. I appreciate your time. So today, if you don't know me, you're new here. My name is Annie Bax. I'm a fashion entrepreneur. I talk about relationship, I talk about fashion, I talk about what is trending that affects our day-to-day living, our day-to-day life, and bring out the positive aspect of it and encourage us and ginger us for the day and for the year. I am not an expert, but I'm talking and sharing from my own personal experience and the experience of the people around me, so that we will learn and add value to one another and each other, and make our environment and our community great and be a people of impact. So today I'll be talking about men to avoid when dating. If you're a single person, or you become a you're not a single parent, you want to go back into the dating scene, so men to avoid when dating, men to run away from. They are supposed to run away, far 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 away from them, except maybe when they choose to be able to work on themselves and become better people. They now move from such kind of men into another class of men that become beneficial to themselves and to their society. So let's dive into that. Men to avoid, I will list them. One of them is the K1 visa men. Yes, there are people they call K1 visa men. Just follow me in this journey. I will explain and give characteristics of such kind of men. The insecure man. Yes, you can say everyone has a bit of insecurity. Yes, you're right, everybody has it, but there are some that are totally insecure, that you can't actually help their case. It is when they decide to work on themselves that they can become better people for themselves and to the society. Then the other class of men is toxic men. Toxic in every form of it. They are toxic. You can't help them out. Once you come across such kind of people, just run. They are the kind of people that the Bible say flee. You flee, you flee away from them straight on. The other kind of men is womanizer. I know those ones. They are people that we know, it's a known fact. Womanizer, they are very very obvious to know. The other class of men is mama's boy. Mama's boy. Then the other class of men is players or spam donors. Yes, the ones that are player, that are just there to play around with you. They are not ready to settle down. They never have time to settle down. Or you call them spam donors. Those ones, spam donors. So those are the class of men. We have the K1 visa men, we have the insecure men, we have the toxic men, we have the womanizer, we have the mama's boy, and we have the spam donor or player. Those six, this I classify them into six. So let's now get into classify, meaning their characteristics. That if you're dating, these are the things, the signs that you see, that will make you know that this is this kind of man, and for you just withdraw yourself from it, so that you don't find yourself in a situation where you say, "Had I known." Do you understand? So the K1 visa men are men that I call them opportunists. They are opportunists. They are the ones that they want to jar from where they are, wherever they are. They want to, I'm from West Africa, I'm from Nigeria. Those ones that are just want to travel out. The situation they find, the situation of the economic situation is not fair to everyone, but there are some people that have taken it up to themselves to make good of useful, to make the best out of whatever situation they may find themselves, to better themselves. But there are these people, they just want to travel. They don't want to, they feel the grass is greener at the other side. It might be greener at the other side, but they just don't want to settle to do anything. They want to travel. They've tried, traveling out at in different occasions. They have been duped. They have still not taken correction to the aid that maybe this is not for me. Let me sit down. The money that I'm using for all these visa arrangements, and I should gather it maybe to start something. They just want to travel. And this kind of people, when they want to go into relationship, they look for people that are like green cards, that are passport, that are visa passport kind of people. That if you're a bit if you're financially buoyant, they look out for such kind of people. If you have if they know that you have a kind of a link towards them traveling out, they want to associate with you, they want to date you, because they want to leverage on what you have. They want to leverage on what you have to be able to use that opportunity, either to travel out or to be able to use that opportunity to better themselves. And those kind of people, they are just in whatever relationship they find themselves, it is temporary. They are just looking for a way out, meaning that it will get to a point when they have settled, when they feel that they are not comfortable enough financially on themselves. They will start looking for different excuses, coming up with different situations that will make them break up such relationship and move on with their lives. So the other kind of people are the insecure men. This class of people, insecure men, they are different from the normal kind of level of insecurity that each human being has. This insecure man, there is nothing that you say that makes them believe in themselves. There is no amount of positivity, there is no amount of positivity that you share with them, there is no amount of encouragement. They still feel inadequate, they still second guess themselves. Those kind of people, there is no how that you can help them except they choose to find help for themselves. And in them choosing to find help for themselves, it is when they have come to themselves to realize that I have a problem. One, that's where their solution starts, when they realize that they have a problem and they now choose to now seek for help. Aside that, there is no how that you can help them. Instead, they will drain you in a relationship. So wrong for your life for such kind of people. Toxic men, these men are forever pessimistic, they are forever negative. They tell you, they use another word to define themselves. They tell you that they are being realistic. There's nothing like there's a difference between being realistic and being toxic. A toxic man is toxic to the core. There is no how that you can help them. If you are in such a relationship, they will drain you emotionally, they will drain you psychologically, and to the point whereby they make you second guess who you are. So if you find yourself in such a relationship where you find someone that whenever you're showing them the light, they always point out the bad things, they always point out the negativity, while you are trying to look away from that negativity to point out, to say that there is a light in this tunnel. They keep pointing you to the darkness in that tunnel. Such kind of people, there is no how you can help them. You run for your dear life, you run for your future. You can't help them except they decide to help themselves. They can, it's only them that can, they are the only one that can help themselves. The other kind of people are womanizer. They spend, they know how to spend, because they like women around them. And anything in skirts, they can't just do away with it. It's more like a disease for them. They need to be cured. Anything in skirts, they look around, the person that they are with at every point in time, they are not satisfied with the person, the way the person looks, the way the person reads. And such kind of people, you tend to linger around them because they love spending. They are spenders, but you know what, they would not stay with you for so long. Such kind of people also, it is when they decide to be cured that they will be cured of their disease. It is when they come to themselves and decide that they want to settle down with a particular woman. And such women, once they make such decision, between 2 to 3 months they've made up their mind and they've gotten married and they've moved on with their life. So the other set of people is the mama's boy. See, the mama's boy, these ones are the ones that seek validation from their mother. Every decisions that they make in life, it is the decision that their mother made on their behalf. They can't, they are not bold enough to make decisions on their own. They are not bold enough to have a stand on their own. Their decisions, whatever, is influenced by their mom. When they get married, if it's everything that happens within their relationship in the marriage, the mother knows, and it is whatever the mother says that stand. They don't have a mind of their own. They don't know how to make decisions on their own until until it gets to the point that they want to stand. Maybe because they are afraid to stand, maybe because they are afraid that maybe when they make the decision it will turn out wrong. I don't know. Or maybe because it's the way they are raised, so they've, I think it's more of just being lazy. It's more of not taking up, not being responsible for wrong decisions you make, because in life you make wrong decisions and sometimes you make right decisions. So the lazy way is to lean onto somebody else's decision, to lean onto somebody cutting the shot for them, so that if anything happens, they rather blame the person than taking the blame on themselves. So those are the mama boys. Then the players and the spam doers. See, the players, they are never ready. They will be 40, 45, 50, they will still never be ready, because they just want to be donating their sperm from one point to the other. Those kind of people, you see that they've impregnated and their mouth is so sweet. That's why they are called players. You will find out that they've impregnated 1 or 2 women and they are not taking responsibility for it. They are just sperm donors, they are players, they are never serious, and they will never be serious. So if you're dating right now or you're about to date, these are the signs to look out for, to be able to know which of those men, if the person you're dating, falls into this category of the men that I've mentioned. If they fall into any of this category, please run for your life. You can't help them until they choose to help themselves. There is nothing you can say. There is no encouragement or motivation you can. Instead, direct them to go and see a therapist. Even if you direct them until they seek help for themselves, there is nothing that you can do. Flee for your life, move on with your life, and make the best out of your life. I hope this has added value to you. I ask that you share, you like, and you join my community of people if you have not joined. See you in my next video.